Hi everyone, it's Misty here. Welcome to my update video for January 29th, 2020. You can see a little kitty cat. Roxy. Roxy, what are you doing up there, mamas? Huh? Anyway, hi, thanks for joining me today. I'm Misty, welcome to my update video. So if you're new around these parts, hello, welcome, thanks for joining me. I have rebooted keto as of January 1st, 2020. I originally started in March of 2017, got down to 357 pounds and gained all of it back last year. Well, all of it, but like 18 pounds, 17 pounds, I don't know, something like that. Basically because of medication and just a shit-tastic year. So yeah, I can't believe this is the last week in January. If you see hair everywhere, I went and got my hair cut and I didn't even think about it, but she didn't dust me off at all. So I was using a Starbucks napkin in the car, trying to get the hair off me. I don't know how well I did, but I had other things to do. And I was like, why didn't you do that to my hair? And I didn't want to go back in and mess with it. So anyway, went and got my blood drawn, did all the things. So today, before I share with you my numbers for this past week, I thought I would take the last weigh-in or update of every month and kind of answer some frequently asked questions or some comments that I get kind of frequently. And the first one is about me cheating. I get comments all the time about how I must be cheating because I'm not losing weight. There's no way that I'm being honest about what I'm eating, etc. Here's the thing, the numbers don't lie. So the scale may not be moving, and that's something we'll talk about in a minute. But if I were cheating, number one, I wouldn't be producing any ketones at all. Number two, my blood sugar numbers wouldn't be continuously coming down. And number three, I wouldn't be decreasing insulin, I would be increasing insulin. So no, I'm not cheating. The second comment that I've gotten a lot, and I talked about it, I think in last week's last week's update, is that I'm eating too much. I'm eating too much food and I should be fasting. So here's the thing. I am fasting. If you've noticed, if you haven't noticed, I haven't been putting up that little FAQ where I talk about how fasting doesn't work for me. So I've gone back to eating intuitively, meaning I only eat when I'm hungry. I don't eat any other time of day. I don't have a prescribed time that I'm eating. So I'm not saying, yes, I'm fasting, 16 hours a day and this is my eating window. I eat when I'm hungry and I don't when I'm not. It's simple as that. Some days that's one meal a day. I'll eat 7:30 when Rob gets home and we have dinner. Or sometimes that means I eat 3 times a day. I'm just listening to my body and giving it fuel when it needs it. So even on the days where I'm eating 1 meal a day, I may be eating like 1,600, 1,800 calories. So I'm still eating at a calorie deficit because I would put my calories at like 2,000 if I was counting. I don't count calories. Listen to Dr. Barry if you want to know all about that. So that's a comment I get all the time. And the last comment I get all the time is about the scale. So here's the thing. If you go back and watch my first 6 months in 2017 on my journey, I think I maybe lost 20 pounds. But you can see, and I'll try to remember to post a picture of from March to like September, what my face looks like, how many inches I lost. And I will always regret not measuring my inches from the very, very beginning of my journey. So the scale just says how much mass you're taking up. It doesn't tell you anything else. Your worth isn't tied to that scale. Your journey isn't tied to that scale. I remember posting a picture, I think it was last year's weigh-in, of a 5-pound difference, and just the difference in the size of my face was huge. So I don't get worried about the scale. I'm not worried about the scale at all because other things are happening and there are other ways to measure your success and your progress other than the scale. So let's talk about some of those ways. So I wrote down, because I'm filming on my phone today, we're in the kitchen, we're at the table, so I can spit some truth. So the one thing that I've been keeping track of is my averages, or are my averages for my blood sugar. So my 7-day, my 14-day, and my 30-day. My meter actually gives me these numbers, so I'm not having to track and do math and so. So last week, my 7-day average was 144. My 14-day average was 147, and my 30-day average was 162. This week, and I'll pop up these pictures on the screen. This week, my 7-day average is 137. My 14-day average is 141, and my 30-day average is 155. So my numbers have come down tremendously since even just last week. So my blood sugar numbers are moving in the right direction, which means I'm getting closer and closer to being off insulin. So when I started 2020, I was taking 100 units of insulin every night. Now I'm taking 70 units of insulin every night. So that's 30 units of insulin that I've already dropped. And my goal was to be off insulin by June. If I continue in this matter, I should be off insulin by like March. Maybe the end of March. If I can drop 10 units of insulin every single week, it'll be about March when I'm finally off insulin. And if I were cheating, or if I was eating incorrectly, or if I was doing anything I shouldn't be doing, those numbers wouldn't be going down as much as they are. The only number that dropped a little bit was my ketone. So last week I was at 0.7, this week I'm 0.5. I don't really care about that little bitty of a difference because sometimes it depends on the time of day you take it. Like I always try to do it when I first wake up. Sometimes that's earlier, sometimes that's later. So that can always have an effect on it. And 0.2, like 2/10, what is that, 200s, 2/10? Whatever is not a huge deal for me. And it could be that last night I had a little bit of pudding. So I put instant Jell-O pudding, sugar-free pudding with heavy whipping cream. And someone was like, that's too many carbs. I think it was Jay that said, that's 14 carbs a cup. I don't need a cup of it. I mean, I could probably handle, 4 or 5 bites of it because it's so rich. So I don't eat 14 carbs worth whatsoever. So anyway, that's where we are with those numbers. Those are the numbers that I'm most concerned with. Oh, and the other number, I'm wearing my 28s today. They too big. They're not as big as the 30s were when I finally stopped wearing them, but I've probably pulled up my pants 5 times. Walking, into and out of therapy, walking into and out of the haircut place, and walking into and out of the lab to get my blood drawn. I've been having to pull them up constantly. So if by Saturday, if we happen to go somewhere, I can't wear those, these are way too big, that's 2 pant sizes that I've dropped in the month of January. So there are so many other factors that go into this type of journey rather than just what the scale says. But speaking of the scale, I'm down to 399. So I lost 3 pounds last week. So I started at 407, I'm down 8 pounds. That's 2 pounds a week. And I'm okay with that. And yes, I'm big. And yes, some people who are big drop weight faster. Okay, that's fine. I have some factors against me, and that's okay. And the point of the matter is things are happening and things are going in the right direction, and I'm okay with that. Even just my face, there's a huge difference between like my first weigh-in of the year and my weigh-in now. I mean, just how much my face has slimmed down. And this isn't contour or anything. This is just, the way I've been eating. So if it's 1 month in, and normally by the end of January, people have given up on their resolutions. They've stopped going to the gym. They've stopped with their weight loss journey, etc. So if you are on a journey and you're solely going by the scale, put the scale away. Seriously, I only share my weight because people want to see it. Really, that's it. People want to see it. I'm curious about it, but this year I've made my focus on my blood sugar numbers and the inches lost. So this weekend, Rob and I will measure me, and I'm thinking about posting a January eyelashes going crazy. January wrap-up video or recap video. So if I do, I'll talk about inches lost, stuff like that in that video. If not, it'll be at the first of next week's weigh-in. So I only share my weight for YouTube. I'm more, like I said, I am more drawn to the numbers on my meter and the number of inches lost. I mean, I've lost just about 2 pant sizes in 4 weeks, but I've only lost 8 pounds, right? So to me, that's just way more important. So other things to update, I think I'm having an RA flare, rheumatoid arthritis. Sarah, thank you so much for sharing with me on Facebook. I it hurts. Like my hand has just been bothering me like crazy. I see my rheumatologist on the 10th. My sciatica came back last night. It started bothering me again. But I really think, the flare, the rheumatoid arthritis flare is causing that as well. I think I just have a ton of extra inflammation right now. And the diclofenac just isn't cutting it. So I don't know if I need to go on Humira. I need to go on something that's stronger than diclofenac. I see my primary care physician on Monday, and then I see my rheumatologist on the 10th. So hopefully by sometime in February, I will be straightened out a little bit. Other than that, I mean, I've been doing really well. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook, Saturday, Rob and I went out to Saltgrass for a little date day, and it was the perfect day. It was the perfect day. It was beautiful outside. I woke up and I think my pain level was maybe a 3, and that's the pain in my neck, which is always there. I could walk. I wasn't having any sciatica issues. My sciatica went away. Was that during last weigh-in? Yeah, like last week. And so I was able to walk into Saltgrass without a wheelchair, without my walker. It was a really, really, really good day. And I felt like I needed a really good day because it's been rough. It's been really, really hard. And then this past Monday, I was really emotional. I'm not the only one. Maybe there was the moon or something. I don't know. But I was just really, really emotional. But I feel so much better the last couple of days. And today I feel great. Beyond the sciatica and the rheumatoid arthritis, I do have a couple of lidocaine patches on my leg, but other than that, I feel really good mentally. Physically, but mentally, I feel like I'm in a really good place. And I think that really has to do with the fact that I'm seeing really good progress, because that's always been, in the past, I'm like the scale would either, would probably wreck what I've got going on. Even though I'm losing, I'm like everybody else. I'm like, maybe I should, I want more weight. But now that that's not my main focus, and I'm seeing progress and success in my other numbers, then I feel I'm elated. I'm so happy about that. And we're only the first month in. I mean, this 2020 is the year that I'm tend is my word of the year. And I feel like I think I'm hitting a home run. I'm batting a 300 with tending to staying consistent with keto and staying, the path with my blood sugars. So yeah, I think I'm doing fantabulous. So that's really about it. That's really all I have to talk to you about today. I hope you guys are doing well. On Friday, I talked about this on my Instagram stories. On Friday, I have a new series called the Spoonie Diaries. And I think I've mentioned that I wanted to do this before, and I finally sat down and filmed a video. The first video is just an introduction about me and my journey with chronic illnesses. But I really want us to build a community in the comments and really just have a place where we can offer support to each other. So many of you reach out to me every day wanting an accountability partner, or you want, somebody to help. And I'm not in a place where I can be that person for anybody else. And I hate being like that, but I'm just not in a spot mentally, emotionally. I'm just not someone that can be that person for you right now. Maybe later down the road, we can start a Facebook group or something like that, and I can help, a little bit more. But as of right now, it's I feel like I just have too much going on in my life for that. Speaking of that, home health care finally started. They came on Monday. She'll be here. It's about 1:15. She'll be here between 2 and 3 today. I seen the wound care doctor this Friday. So hopefully things are moving in the right direction. She took a picture on Monday, and there's a hole in my back. It's not deep enough for wound care. I mean a wound vac. It's not very big at all. It's this big, and it's maybe this deep. It's not big enough for a wound vac at all. It's just we've been packing it with collagen and stuff like that. So hopefully that's in the right direction too. So yeah, but I just appreciate you, and I hope that you're having a fantastic day. Like I said, I'll have a video for you on Friday. This weekend, I will have my very first update for my no buy and my Project Pan. Spoiler alert, I bought the new e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer. So my no buy didn't work out so well, but I'm doing really well on my Project Pan. So make sure you check out that this weekend. This look, which is all Profusion, even the lashes, which these lashes are so pretty. And then this shirt is from Torrid. This look will be up probably next weekend. So anyway, yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm done rambling. I'm gonna go. Bye for now. Hi there, everyone. It's Misty here. Welcome to my January 28th. No. Woo, it's echoey in here. It's really echoey in here. I wonder why it's so echoey in here. I don't know.